the Barry Charles Footy Show, the best 17 for the Parramatta Eels in 2023. They were so close to a premiership, but just failed at the final hurdle. Can they improve and go one better in 2023? Or if the loss of some of their gun players just makes them a squad not as strong in 2023? Let's check it out right here, right now. Let's have a look at who Parramatta have lost in 2023. Obviously, Mahoney is the biggest loss of all, clearly. Losing the hooker of his standard is very, very sad, but obviously you got Oregon Kafusi, you got Marata Niukore, you got Isaiah Papalli. Look at this. This is three players that are in your team, pretty much. Three players, Tom Opachik, a handy player as well. Ray Stone, Nathan Brown, possibly. I'm not sure what's happening with that one. With John Bateman going there, didn't the West Tigers still need Nathan Brown? It's going to be an interesting one. I have left Nathan Brown out of the squad, but he could be in the squad if he is going to still be there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. The gains are nothing to write home about. Obviously, Josh Hodgkinson, but you rather have Kieran Mahoney, Dejan Arce, Jack Murchie. These are nothing to really write home about players. So that's going to be the question for Parramatta, if they've signed enough or if they've got enough talent in their squad to carry them through. Well, Parramatta were a little bit hot and cold in parts of the season, but still managed to end up fourth, thankfully to the collapse of the Broncos and the Storm. So interesting to see how they go this season. So let's have a look at their best 17 for 2023. Well, number one, pretty simple, Clint Gutherson will be the fullback for the squad. Is he good enough to win them a premiership? That is debatable to me. Obviously, they had a chance to win it, and they didn't. So, whether he is up to that standard. Mike Acevo will be one of the wingers in the next one. I'm going to go for Hayes Dunster for me. But you could easily put Sean Russell. There's so many options here. Will Pinasini and Waga Blank. Obviously, Waga Blank in the team, but what do you do there? Defensively has always been the issue with him. And again, you could argue they didn't win the premiership because they had him in the team. So what do you do there? But he is very good in the attack. So that's something they have to think about. The halves pick themselves, Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses. But will Mitchell Moses be there long term? Will this drag out for a long time before he makes a decision? Or will he make a decision before the start of the season? That could influence where they go this season. The props were Junior Polo and Regan Campbell-Gillard. Very good there. Josh Hodgkinson, will he stay on the field? That is the biggest concern in number 9. Matt Dury probably get a starting spot with Sean Lane and Ryan Madison, so pretty good back row there. Mitch Rain, will he be used as 14? Probably have to with Josh Hodgkin's injury. Bryce Cartwright, he's been in and out of the side, but at his best, he's a very good player. Jack Murchie and Jamin Hopgood is what I've gone for. Very much a bit of a question mark whether they've got the depth in the squad to really push the top teams. This is one team I'm expecting to go backwards this season. I think they will miss the top 4. I think they will still make the 8, but their season could be all depending on Mitchell Moses and what happens with that saga if that drags on and on and on. I think that's a danger point here for you Parramatta fans. If that continues to drag into the season, I think it could tail their season big time. I'm hopefully proved wrong, but I see them with the squad Parramatta have got. I see them being top 8 just. Honestly, I think they're going to drop quite a bit this season. I think they had an out of this year experience, but when you lose Papalli, Reid Mahoney from your squad, it's just not good enough for mine. Put Nathan Brown back in there, the squad's a bit better, but again, he's not a star player. They've lost so many good players, Parramatta. It was a big concerns. So let's have a look at the players and see where they can improve. Clint Gutherson, obviously Clint Gutherson is Clint Gutherson. He does his bit but he could do a bit more ball playing maybe to improve his game. Mike Acevo could always run for more metres. Will Penasini was one of the shining lights last season. Can he continue to develop? Wagga Blake, pretty simple, his defence. Hayes Dunster's got to try and stay on the field. Dylan Brown, been a very good player for a while, but I would like to see him get a bit more dominant. Mitchell Moses, you're going to get what you're going to get out of Mitchell Moses. I don't know if you're going to get much more improvement out of him. The forward pack, they do well. They don't need to worry about that. Josh Hodgson's got to stay on the field, and whether he is the answer at number 9, I doubt it. Sean Lane, he done well. Matt Dory, interesting to see how he goes. Ryan Madison, can he go to another level? That's another question. Mitch Rain, solid player. Bryce Cardwell, another one. Hot and cold. Jack Mucci, but the same. And Hopgood's solid player, but yeah, it's going to be a long. I think it's going to be one of those seasons for Parramatta. They could completely miss the 8 too, with their squad not being as strong. But I just think they'll do enough to make the 8. But I don't see them being in the grand final in 2023. So that's Parramatta. But what else? Brad Arthur, is he still under pressure? I think Brad Arthur is under pressure. Obviously, you got Jacob Arthur as well, and that squad around that squad as well. So he's another option here. But I'm just not convinced this season. Brad Arthur, he seems to be under pressure every year, even if he made a grand final. I really do think that Mitchell Moses signing could curtail their season. Brad Arthur could be under big pressure. I'd expect it may not be, but I think if they go back to straight sets again, I think they will be worried about that. They may look to go in another direction. But yes, for Parramatta, for you Parramatta fans, what can they do? What do they need to do to win the premiership from last year? To me, they had the right balance last season. But no Mahoney, no Papalli, possibly no Nathan Brown, who barely played much this season anyway. Sam Ray Stone. And Niukore, he's going to be missed as well. Just the depth of the squad isn't as good. You had 3 of those players in now, and I would completely change my mind. If you put Papalii, Reid Mahoney, it's just those 2 players and I'd say a top 4 team. That is how big a loss this team is. I think they're just going to drop off a cliff this season, finish 7th or 8th. And if it really goes to custard, Mitchell Mose's contract, he signed somewhere else, it could completely derail this team, and they'll be out of the top 8 altogether. I like to be proved wrong, but I just not convinced with these losses they've got enough talent around them to keep continuing on the. But their props are very good, no doubt about it. They've still got a good team, no doubt about it. That's why I said top 8. But yeah, I'm just concerned that they're not going to make another grand final, and their window of opportunity has gone out the window. And I think that's why Moses could be on the way out as well, knowing this, he wants to get a team on the rise. Yes, so going to be interesting to see how Parramatta go this season. As I said, I hope I'm proved wrong for you Parramatta fans out there. Going to be an interesting season for them. I think they're going to be the biggest drop out of any squad this season from where they finished last year. I think they're gonna struggle to make the top 8, and when they sneak into the top 8, they'll be out in straight set for mine this season. I think Parramatta, even though the squad still doesn't look too bad, I just don't think it's that strong compared to some of the other. Anyway, that's enough from me. We'll be back soon for the next Best 17 video. And let's watch a great season of footy coming up later into 2023.